All right, time for Sid 6-0. This is where I usually get 60 seconds to talk about anything, but I get to make the rules on this segment, so I want the time all for myself. Follow me here. Summer of 2013, and the Toronto Raptors were lost in the wilderness. They just completed their 5th straight season missing the playoffs. Fan base was at their wits' end. The guy running Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment at the time was Tim Leiweke, a smooth-talking executive who thought big and who thought outside the box. He needed to make a move. This one had to work, or who knows what would have happened with the Raptors. I'm not kidding. Things were that bad. In his search for a new GM, one name kept popping up: Masai Ujiri. He was the GM of the Denver Nuggets, and his name kept popping up because, well, he was a good GM. His Denver team won 50 games in 2 out of 3 seasons. Plus, he managed to do the impossible. He traded a disgruntled superstar and got some good assets back when the entire league knew he had to trade him. That superstar's name was Carmelo Anthony, and the Knicks were the trading partner. Not only were Masai Ujiri teams winning teams, and not only was he a shrewd GM, but the Raptors knew him pretty well, and they knew him because he used to be a Raptor, assistant GM, in fact, before he went to Denver. So Tim Leiweke worked really hard to land his man and convince him that Toronto was the place to be. In May of 2013, the Raptors hired Masai Ujiri at the age of 42. And the moment he returned to the organization that essentially gave him his start meant the world to him. Let's take you back to his first news conference as GM. Again, this is 2013. Take a look.
Wow. I'm overwhelmed. I can't. I don't even know where to start. I don't have anything written, guys. I'm going to speak straight from my heart. I'm home. I came home. And it was a tough decision to leave Denver. It was an easy decision for me to come here. I'm really honored and humbled that this organization would give me this chance.
Well, as it turns out, the Raptors weren't taking a chance at all. He was the guy the entire time. He turned Toronto into a playoff team, turned Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan into all-stars. He turned Jurassic Park into the talk of the league. He eventually won an NBA championship. And possibly more importantly, he became a mover and shaker in the Canadian political landscape as he's grown his Giants of Africa global charity initiative. This man's done a lot of good for a lot of people. And it's for that reason Raptor fans were extremely nervous about his contract situation over the last few weeks and months. Any team could have swooped in and taken the best basketball executive in the game. But Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment wouldn't let it happen. Yesterday, it was official. Masai's not going anywhere. He signed a multi-year deal with the Raptors, which also gives him the new title of vice chairman. Not sure what that means. I bet it means more money. But that's not the point right now. The point is Masai is home. This has been his home, away from home in Nigeria, for most of his adult life. And he's not going anywhere. Which also means don't be surprised if the Raptors win another title in the next 5 to 6 years. Seriously. He's that kind of guy. He can make it happen. And Toronto and Canada are lucky to have him. We're going to take a break. You Sound Off coming up after the break. The Olympics wrap up on Sunday, closing ceremony. Still a lot of medals sitting there potentially for our Canadian Olympians. We want to ask you, what's been your favorite memory so far? There's been some great ones. Penny Oleksiak, who's going to join us live on BT later on. Andre DeGrasse, you tell us on You Sound Off. 1-866-267-3797. Feedback at breakfasttelevision.ca. At Breakfast TV on Twitter, 24/7. It's 6:44, Toronto. Good Friday morning. It's the weekend. Hoo-ha. You're watching BT.